All right, team, let's talk about AI prompts. If you feel like you're just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks, you are not alone. But today, we're changing that. We're going to move from that guesswork to a solid, repeatable, professional standard. It's time to level up from just talking to an AI to actually communicating with it.
Okay, just look at this. It's a tale of two prompts, right? On the one hand, you've got analyze the competitive landscape. Super vague. On the other, something way more specific and structured. And that difference? Well, that's the difference between the AI giving you a generic, shrug-of-the-shoulders guess versus a sharp, strategic insight you can actually run with.
And this really gets to the heart of the problem, doesn't it? When your instructions are vague, you're forcing the AI to guess. It has to make all these assumptions based on its massive but general training data. And those assumptions, they probably don't line up with what you actually need. I mean, think about it for a second. You'd never walk up to a colleague and just say, build a table, and expect something useful. So why on earth would we do that with what's probably our most powerful new tool?
So, how do we fix this? Well, let's dive into the solution. This is a structured thinking tool that I personally use for every single important prompt I write. It's my way of guaranteeing I get exactly what I need every time. And it's called the CRISP framework. Now, I want to be really clear. This is not just another top 5 tips list you'd find online. Think of this as a professional-grade audit checklist. It's a mental model, a way of thinking, to make absolutely sure your prompts are clear, comprehensive, and will give you those high-quality, super relevant results every single time. And here it is, the whole shebang. This slide is basically our roadmap for the next few minutes. We've got C for context, R for role, I for instructions, S for scope, and P for parameters. C-R-I-S-P. CRISP. Simple, right? All right, let's break each of these down. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to see how adding each one of these dimensions builds on the last, and how it transforms a totally basic prompt into something exceptional. First up is C, for context. This is so important. It's the why behind your request. You're giving the AI the bigger picture. You're helping it understand not just what you're asking for, but why you're asking for it. And believe me, that's how you guide it toward the best possible answer, not just, an answer.
And wow, this example just nails it. Look at this. Ask for a generic software engineer job description, and what do you get? A boring copy-paste template. But provide a little context. Tell it you're the CTO of a startup hiring a senior full-stack dev for a Series A fintech company, and suddenly you get a job description that's custom-built for that very specific high-stakes situation. It's targeted, it's relevant, and it's 100 times more useful.
So here's the bottom line. Context is what elevates the whole response. It's what separates the generic from the custom-made, the okay from the excellent. It is, without a doubt, the first and most important step you can take. Okay, on to the next one. R is for role. So you've set the scene with the context. Now you have to tell the AI who it should be when it answers you. You're essentially casting it in a role, giving it a persona.
And just look at the leap in quality here. The first prompt. What should our company do about sustainability? I mean, you're just begging for generic advice. But the second one, you force the AI to become a specific person, a chief sustainability officer at a huge company who has to balance environmental impact with profitability. See what happens? You get strategic thinking, not just a fluffy list of nice ideas.
This is exactly why defining the role is one of the most powerful levers you can pull. It's a total game changer. You can tell the AI to be a skeptical CFO who's worried about the bottom line, or an enthusiastic marketer, or a seasoned, seen-it-all engineer. Every single one of those roles will give you a completely different and incredibly valuable perspective on the exact same problem. All right, moving on to I for instructions. This is the what. This is the core action of your prompt, and it has to be crystal clear. Don't be shy. Tell it what to do. Analyze this. Summarize that. Create a plan. Compare these two things. Be direct. Be unambiguous. And again, specificity is everything. Look at the difference. You're not just asking for some vague ideas for onboarding. No, you're asking for 10 specific ideas to reduce the time to a customer's first success metric that can be done in the next quarter. You're defining what a good idea even looks like. And that, right there, transforms the task from simple brainstorming into actual problem solving. Okay, next up is S for scope. Think of this as putting up guardrails on the task. You're setting the boundaries. So instead of asking for marketing ideas, which is huge, you can scope it down to Marketing ideas that don't involve paid ads and only focus on organic social media. See? Scope stops the AI from wandering off into irrelevant territory by telling it what to include and, this is just as important, what to leave out.
And last but not least, we have P for parameters. This is all about how you want the final answer delivered. This is the final polish. I mean, after all that work crafting the perfect prompt, you don't want a brilliant analysis just dumped on you as one giant, dense paragraph, right? So you specify the parameters. Put this in a markdown table, use a formal academic tone, or write this in the style of a short, witty blog post. This is where you get to control the final look and feel.
Okay, so now you have the playbook, but before we wrap up, let's quickly talk about the common mistakes, the rookie errors that can trip up even experienced users. Because honestly, knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do.
Yeah, think of this as your what to avoid checklist. The big ones are assuming the AI has the same context you do. It doesn't. Mixing multiple roles in one prompt. That just confuses it. And probably the biggest one, skipping the why. That context we started with, it's everything.
So let's just hammer this point home. The pattern is always the same: specificity, clarity, and structure. That's what gets you better results. This isn't about writing longer prompts just for the sake of it. It's about writing smarter, more structured prompts that get rid of all the guesswork and lead the AI right to the high-quality answer you're looking for.
And this right here, this is your tool to make it happen. From now on, before you hit enter on any important prompt, just quickly run it through this 5-question audit. Have I provided context? Is the role clear? Are my instructions unambiguous? Have I set the scope? Are my parameters specific? Seriously, it takes maybe 10 seconds, and it can save you hours of frustration and useless results.
So here's the challenge for you. What's one of your common prompts that you're going to upgrade first? Don't just listen to this and file it away. Take a prompt you use all the time, apply this crisp framework to it, and just see the difference for yourself. That's how this stops being just information and starts becoming a real skill.